It means what, Science Mom?
It means that these should be 0, and then I'd win.
Hi, I'm Math Dad,
I'm Science Mom.
and today we're going to be doing some fun number games with cards. But first, we need to do our warm-up problem solution, and look at that, Science Mom.
I finished this one fast. I really like this one, and I even had time to draw a little picture.
Nicely done.
Woohoo!
So we had 2 plus 3, 5, plus 8, so we'd be up to 13, minus 6, and then we're at 7. So well done, Science Mom. So were those parentheses actually needed?
No, but it was easier for me in my head to say 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 8 minus 6 is 2, and 5 plus 2 is 7.
I like it. So by regrouping, you've turned it into a problem that was easier in your head. And yeah, that's what these problems are all about. Anything goes as long as you're doing legal operations. I did see one other way of doing it. What if we did 2 times 6, so that's 12, and then let's add 3, we're up to 15, minus 8, well that will also give us 7.
Oh.
So
those are 2 solutions, but there are probably others.
Possibly. Just because I didn't see them doesn't mean they are not there. And by all means, leave your solution in the comments.
Today we're playing Triple Digit Dare. This is a great game to increase your math skills and to get better and more comfortable with addition and subtraction.
As well as place value. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to draw 3 cards and get a target number.
And you can use Uno cards or playing cards, regular playing cards. Any cards with numbers will work.
748. That is our target number.
So the person who gets the closest to that is the winner.
That's right. Okay.
I draw 3 cards now. And Math Dad draws 3 cards.
1, 2, 3. We have our 3 cards. We can arrange them in any order we want. But also, a little added bonus, you could take one of your cards, discard it, and draw one more card off the pile if you so desire.
I'm super excited about what I got, Math Dad. Look at this. I got a 7, a 5, and an 8. And if I rearrange them like this, then I'm only 10 away.
Okay.
If I put them in any other order, then I'm going to be a lot further away.
Well, you know, I've got a 6, a 3, and a 2. I'm going to discard, I mean, the 6 is my best card because it's closest to the 7. I'm going to get rid of the 3.
The 2, you mean?
The 2. And the top card is another 6. So I think the best I can do is 663. I'm off by 85. You're off by 10. Science Mom is the winner.
Woohoo!
Let's play another round. Our target for the next round is, 641.
Now I draw 3 cards.
I
I draw 3 cards. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, I think that I should probably discard one of my cards and pick up a new one. I have a 4, a 5, and a 3.
Okay.
And I would love to get closer to the 6. If I can get one that's closer to 6, I'll be a lot better for me. So I'm going to discard that one, pick a new card. Uh-oh.
All right, so I have a 7, a 0, and a 3. I'm going to discard the 3 and draw another one. It's a 5. I got worse with my draw.
So did I. So if I do 541, then I'm just 100 away. But if I were to do 451, I'd be even further away. You can rearrange your cards to see which arrangement gets you the closest.
That's right. So it looks like I am 64 away. So I won that round. That's triple digit dare. Of course, you could do double digit dare or quadruple digit dare. There are lots of different variations. The most important part is that you're having some fun and you're getting some math in along the way. And also that you won.
That is not the most important part. One of our family's favorite things to do while playing games is to attach some prize to the outcome. So, for example, we'll say whoever wins gets to decide what we have for dinner tonight. And
That's a valuable prize.
very popular, yes.
We're going to play a game called Place Value Draw. I have a deck of cards here. Science Mom and I are going to take turns drawing cards and putting them in this number. We've got the 1 spot, the 10s, the 100s, the 1000s, and the 10,000s.
And we're going to see who can make the biggest number.
Indeed we are.
It's going to be me.
Largest number wins. Oh, Science Mom. Dream big, dream big. All right. Science Mom goes first.
All right,
Ooh.
I got a 7, which I need to put this way, right? 7's a
Okay.
pretty high number. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my 1000 spot.
That's the 1000 spot. Nicely done. I also got a 7. Well, I'm going to put my 7 in the 1000 spot as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
he wasn't brave enough to claim the 10,000s with that. A 3. 3 is a low number. I'm going to stick that 3 down in my 1 spot.
Okay. My 5, on the other hand, is going to go right there.
Ooh, I got a 1. I definitely want to put that as low as possible. We're going to go for my 10 spot for the 1.
Okay. Ooh, I have a 6. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to put the 6 in the 10 spot.
Oh, no. I hope I get a high number.
A 9.
A 9.
Oh, no.
That 9 is definitely going in my 10,000
Oh.
spot. That's the highest number I can get.
I am in big trouble now. I drew a 5. Well, I'm putting the 5 down here. My only shot is to get...
Another 9.
Oh, no.
Woohoo.
Now I can't win no matter what. Oh, I got a 1. Oh.
Told you, Math Dad.
All right, so my number, 17,565, is less than your number.
97,913.
Well played, Science Mom.
Woohoo.
You won that one.
Let's do it again. When you play this game, remember you should say what place value you're putting your card into each time, because that will help you learn your place value even better. So Math Dad and I are going to do that this time.
All right, yeah.
So my first card is a 7.
Okay.
I'm going to be kind of gutsy. I'm going to say, all right, I predict 7's probably the highest one I'm going to get. I'm going to put it in my 10,000s.
All right. This is why she's not going to win, because I drew
Oh,
a 9 for my
no.
10,000s. And, ooh, interesting question. Will I win no matter what now? Think about it. Let's keep playing.
I got a 2. I'm going to put that 2 down in my 1s column.
Ooh, an 8. I think I'll put my 8 up nice and high in my thousands column.
I got a 1. That is even lower than my 2. I'm going to put it in my 10s column.
All right, a 2. 2s are going in my ones column.
I got a 3. I'm going to put that 3 in my 100s column.
Okay, a 2, also going low in my tens column.
And now I got a 5. 5's going to go in my 1000s column.
And for my hundreds spot, I've got a 9.
Oh man, Math Dad, you just cleaned up this time.
98,922 beats.
75,312. And the answer to Math Dad's question, will the biggest number here always win? Yes.
So, yeah, if the
Because 9...
largest place value has the largest digit, you've already won the entire game.
That's right. Because 90,000 is always going to be bigger than 70,000.
This game is called Target 100. Each of us was dealt 4 cards, and we are going to create 2 two-digit numbers and the goal is to target 100. We want them to add up to be as close to 100 as possible.
And whoever gets closest wins?
That's right. You've got 42 plus 68 is 110. All right, I've got 19 plus 79. Looks like I get 98 as my sum.
Dang it. Is there a way I can get closer?
I don't see one. I think you did as well as you could.
All right.
110 is pretty close.
110 is pretty close.
Yep.
But not as close as 96. Good job, Math Dad.
Thanks. Let's play another round.
Ooh, I've got a 1, a 3, a 5, and a 5.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to win this one, Math Dad.
Are you?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Let's see what I've got.
Because I have 104.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know that I can compete with that. Let's see. I'm going to try 68 and 34. 102.
Oh no, foiled again. But I had such good numbers.
Those were good numbers. So, yeah, if you can get 104, you're usually going to win. It just didn't happen this time.
All right, one more. I'm going for best 3 out of 5 now.
All right, Science Mom.
107.
All right, I've got 97.
Oh my goodness.
So, once again, I am closer to 100.
Yeah, you are. Well, this is fun, even though I am getting stomped on in terms of our scoring.
This game is called Sum to 10 Solitaire. It's played with just one person. When you don't have a partner, this is a good way to practice our regrouping. So if we can find ways of grouping numbers that add to 10, that will help us with our addition facts and skills. All right, so these are laid out. We have to come up with combinations of cards that sum to 10, so that add up to be 10. And it could be pairs or triples. Any combination will work, but the goal is to remove as many cards as possible.
Are we trying to clear all of them off?
If we can, that would be amazing. And typically, you're not going to be able to get them all off, but let's see what we can do. And we'll go ahead and play it as a team game, but this one could be played alone.
All right, so I see a 6 and a 4. I'm going to grab those, and then I can just set them to the side, right?
Yeah, that would work. All right.
Should we do whoever gets the most pairs wins?
Well, I see a 2, 3, and 5. So I've got a triple.
Uh-oh. I see a 5 and a 4 and a 1.
Ooh,
Because
nice.
5 plus 4 plus 1 is 10. So I got a triple as well.
Okay, I'm going to take the 4 and 6.
I see. Now it's getting tricky.
It is.
There is another 4 and a 6.
Yep. And I do see a 7 and a 3, but that actually leaves us with 4 cards, and we're not going to be able to pair those to sum to 10.
So now what? Do you lay out more cards and try again?
We could certainly do that variation. Typically, we would just start again from scratch and see if we can do better than 4 cards left over. I suspect we probably could have. It was probably a mistake to take a triple of using up the small numbers early,
Oh.
because then we would have left with some big numbers late. So, yeah, this is the type of game where you should try it multiple ways. I'm going to deal out the cards a different way this time to make the game even more challenging. Now some of the cards are covered. That means they're off limits. Only the ones that are not covered are fair game.
And you're just going to try and remove as many as possible, but they can only be removed if they make 10.
That's right. So same rules as before, other than you're restricted on which ones can be removed.
I see a 7 and a 3.
7 and a 3 is a good combo. I'm seeing a 6 and a 4.
Ooh, I see 2 5s, but they're covered by a 6 and a 3. 6 and a 3 make 9, though, so if we do... Or no, is that already 9?
That's a 9.
That is a 9. I was looking at it upside down.
I do see
A 9 and a 1.
a 9 and a 1. Excellent. I see a 2 and an 8. I'll take those. So now...
A 3 and a 7, and now our 5 and 5 pair is uncovered.
All right, 5 and a 5. I like it. I see a 9 and a 1.
I do. I also see a 4 and a 1 and a 1.
Okay, so let's take that
Do that.
9 and the 1.
All right, now we'll do a quadruple. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10.
That certainly works, although that leaves us with nothing else that compare.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, all the numbers are either 5 or greater than 5, and that's just not going to work. Are you going to try to throw those back on there? I don't know, actually, if we had another option. So one goes, oh, there's a 4 and a 6 underneath it. Typically in solitaire, you're not allowed to do that, but We could try it. Unfortunately, it doesn't open any new doors for us, even if we do.
Nope.
So I think that was probably the best we could do, Science Mom. So we were left with 5 cards in this variation. I hope you enjoyed these math games. It's important that we get these addition skills down and that we're good at grouping in tens, because that will open up the door to doing much bigger and more complicated calculations.
Special thank you to our patrons who made this video possible.
We could not do this without your support. Join us on Patreon to get access to the solutions file for the worksheets in the description.
Work hard, grow smart. We'll see you soon.